Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Saturday morning, so you know it's time for another live edition of The Extra Point. Pure Culture in the house, Tasha T. Sizzle in the house. And coming down from the bottom of the map, we got Cowboy Carter, Michigan Michael Hasso in the house. How are you doing today, Tasha T. Sizzle? We'll start with you. How's the weather in the DR?
Humid and muggy.
Good and muggy. Mike, how's it in
Same.
McKinney today?
Same.
The
Actually, I think
same.
it's supposed to. Man, no. I was gonna lie. I was gonna be like, no, it's supposed to get, but no, it's gonna be like 95.
Oh, so this is the second summer season for us, I guess, for
Yeah.
all of us. Because
Down here we haven't hit. It's like when we hit summer here, it's no in between. It's just summer, and then one day we'll have rain for maybe 3 days, and then it's cool.
At least you get that 3-day grace period where it
Right.
washes away.
But it rains for torrential rains. Like it's been having those Florida type storms now, where it rains a little bit, and then when the sun comes out and dries it up, it becomes immediately hot.
See,
Hey,
Texas up
go
here,
ahead,
they
man.
have they call it the fake fall. They'll give you the 3 day of cool, like it was what 70s, 60s or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it's like gotcha, and it'll be
Yeah.
back up.
Yeah, that's true. I thought we
degrees.
had turned the corner, Mike, when, a couple of weeks ago when we had those 65-degree mornings and that wind was just hitting you in the back of your neck.
Not so fast.
Not so. Yeah, Mother Texas said, "Let me raise up my skirt one more time."
But you know what I was thinking about? The times I've been coming down there for how long? This has been at least 10 years. And I was telling Ingrid how we've been down there maybe 3 times and it was freezing out of nowhere. Like, why was it so cold? Like we had on pants.
Yeah, it's not often. Hopefully we'll have the weather that we had last year at the fair.
Yeah,
And,
it was
'cause
good.
that was perfect. Speaking of weather, ladies and gentlemen, it was raining in Austin last Saturday. Raining booze down on star quarterback Arch Manning during their win over UTEP. Mike, at one point, Arch Manning had 10 straight incompletions, man. And now his coach, this guy right here, that was the look when he was hitting people in the ankle like his name was Davis Warren or Alex Orji. That was the look. Mike, 10 straight incompletions. Tasha, his head coach, Steve Sarkisian, is becoming increasingly vocal with his criticism of his star quarterback as these games wane. Now the media is starting to pile on. Now it's becoming a national story with him. Right now, let me give you some numbers real quick, and then Tasha, you up first. Right now, Arch Manning is second to last in the SEC in completion percentage at 55%. For context, for you Michigan people here, Alex Orji was like at 54% last year. What do we think about his performance in the pocket? So we have that there. Also, Tasha, he's 133rd in the nation in completion percentage. And if you watch Texas games, he's not actually pushing the ball down the field. They're running a lot of quick things to try to get him into rhythm. Tasha, with that as the backdrop, if you're talking to the Texas alum and the faithful today, are you going to preach patience or is it time to hit the panic button?
You're going to have to say, man, it's hard. You're going to have to say patience. No, let me take that back. You got to hit the panic button because if he struggled like this against these quote unquote, not talking bad about anybody's school, but these lower tier athletic schools, you get ready to hit the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be nice. So it's going to it's time to hit that panic button.
Mike, do you agree? Is it time to hit the panic button down in Austin?
I mean, I think it could be both. I mean, panic, yes, but I think the panic part comes from the media hyping him up so much. Like if you take his name off of it, and it's just a normal five-star quarterback, let's say like an Orgy, and Orgy was struggling the first 2 games, we're like, okay, well, let's see. You get glimpses of 5-star, like when he's rolling out and he's evading, the sack. That's nice, but then he's actually throwing the ball. Then that's kind of when we're like, oh man, that's pretty rough.
Mike, he's a quarterback. We judge him when he throws the ball, not when he runs.
I understand that. I would give him more time. I think he's going to be fine.
And that's the point. They're trying to get too cute with all these run plays, but to be like a dual threat, which is what he obviously is, you got to have some ability to throw as well.
Yep.
And the throwing ain't where it needs to be right now. Like how tall is Arch?
I guess we can get our producer on that, but I would guess at least 6'2" or taller.
Yeah, I would.
You should be able to see over the line.
I'd say, look, at this point, put about 10, 15 more pounds on him and make him a running back.
Boy, ain't gonna be no running back.
Tasha.
I'm just saying.
Tasha, what time is it? We are less than 10 minutes in, and we have our first. Let's move Arch to running back. But Mike, why you laughing? His coach, last week said in the post-game presser, "Look, the guy's running so much that he's getting out of our scheme. That you can only be an athlete so much." We've heard that a lot, Tasha, Mike, over the years when it come to other quarterbacks. We never thought we'd hear that about a Manning. That when your head coach is saying you running so much is getting us out the scheme. Is it because he's not reading the defenses? Is it because of mechanics? Let's have an honest conversation here, Tasha. Is this a defensive coverage issue, or is he just slow?
I mean, I can't say he's slow. It goes back to what Mike said. A lot of the pressure on him was from the media, but like I said in the beginning of the season, he should have the less pressure of anybody because everything was handed to him. All he had to do was sit down. Maybe he ain't in his playbook like he needs to be. Maybe he can't read the defenses. Maybe he don't know what he's doing. Everything was handed to him. Mm-hmm. All he had to do was sit back and relax and take it in. Because at the end of the day, he's going to be good. He doesn't have to perform for a living like you wanted me to do per our group chat. He don't have to perform for a living.
Mike, Mike, where's that MNDA? And Mike, can you update the people on his
fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
How tall is he?
He's 6'4". He's 6'4".
Oh no! Put about yeah. Eddie George was what 6'3".
Yeah. He's giving me Eddie George vibes. He's Scatterboo. How about Scatterboo?
How tall is the King? The King is 6'3", right?
Yeah, he's taller than King Henry. Good morning, Farrah. Now, Farrah said Texas should have been in the portal last year. Now, while that sounds crazy when you first read it, but let's consider something. Remember last year when we were saying Quinn Ewers wasn't all that, but yet why was Arch still behind him? We're starting to see now. Coach Sark is in practice every day. He didn't beat him out. He didn't beat him out. Mike, you said that about expectations. You were one of the ones who pointed him out as he got next. You're saying give it time. You're saying that he's going to get it together.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in a bad situation to where Texas is ready to win like now, like this year. And Arch is like, "But can you give me another year?" And they're like, "Nope." So, yeah, I think it's tough because I mean, you look at when JJ came around. You know, he played one full season, didn't do it. I mean, yeah, he went to the playoffs, but like then he took another year, and that's when he won it. So, I think he'll be fine in another year, but he don't have another year. So
I agree with Mike on that, but not for him, for Sark. Sark may be coaching for his job. You never know. Because like you said, Texas wants to win now.
Right.
You're the preseason #1 team in the country. Like you got championship aspirations. And we've heard for 3 years now that this was the second coming of excuse me, Peyton.
I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine.
Tasha, back to Coach Sark. You got a program to run. You also have expectations to win that are directly tied to your quarterback. Can you bench a player like Arch Manning?
Hell yeah, you can. I mean, as long as you got somebody sitting in the back that can give you better results. You cannot pull somebody off the bench and they not do anything. Like even when yours was out, you put Arch in, Arch gave you a little spark, which had all of us like, oh my God. If you don't have anybody in your quarterback room that can move the needle, you might as well leave Arch in. Call it a season.
There you go.
Mike, do you agree?
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Like it's obviously showing that they don't have backup quarterbacks, or else they would have tried this in the first 2 games.
Now
Which
we have
goes
a
back to what Burrow
Longhorns.
was saying.
We have a Longhorns fan watching right now. Solo on Sports. Jarrell says Longhorns have 2 5-star quarterbacks. Arch better get it right before the Oklahoma game, or he's benched. Jarrell, if you're not busy, I would love to send you the link for you to chime in on this. Like, as a Texas fan who follows them religiously, I'll follow them when Michigan's not on the TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like a passive follower.
Jarrell follows them so toughly that he has the Texas Longhorn polo. Y'all know we don't even wear the polo shirts. That's a real fan when you got the polo shirt.
I do have a polo. I might break it out for the thing, but you're right. I saw him at the golf course. So what did you shoot, Jarrell? Like, let us know what's going on. Now, Farrah says, I think the fans are ready for him to be benched. Sounded like it last week.
Yeah.
Sounded like it last week. They booed his ass.
They booed him.
Boo.
And boo.
It wasn't the low grumble like it was boo.
Right.
So I think Matthew McConaughey was booing too, but he's always drunk on the field, so we don't know. Mike, you are. Will Arch get Sark fired if his play continues this way?
Yeah, I mean, to Tasha's point, and to your point, like they're number one, they're set up to win. So
I don't think he'll get fired after this season because they see what Arch is and they see Arch ain't living up. But what will probably get him fired is like Jarrell said, if you got 2 5-stars and you're not trying to bring them out, like look at what Deion did. Deion played 3 quarterbacks to see who was going to be the better quarterback. And you didn't have the transfer from Liberty. You didn't have the touted freshman that was coming in. You had a guy who stayed there and waited, who came and moved the ball more efficiently and more effectively. Maybe Sark needs to do that.
But you know what? Not to digress, in true Deion fashion, he got benched. Now they're going back to the 5-star.
But but when he got in, he was the better looking quarterback,
Okay, now Torrance checking in. I haven't heard you two in the chat this week when your team's lost. Now I want y'all to keep that same energy because when my team be getting drugged up and down,
see,
they're winning. And
see, Farrah. I looked at Farrah's post and I saw Paul had a certain shirt.
No, we're not gonna do that right now.
And I ain't got a certain shirt. And I said, where Paul get that shirt from? And Farrah let me know it was TT, and then South Carolina lost. And I told Farrah, God don't like ugly.
Damn, Tush. Damn. Hey,
Torrance. I'm rooting for anybody named Lenoris.
Lenoris Sellers. Hey, Vandy put them hands on y'all, Torrance. I told you, T-Dub, that Vandy was coming for it. Throw up your V's. Anchor down. So Torrance says let him work it out. I'm just saying they got Sam Houston this week. Is there anything he can do to quiet the enemies at the gate this week, Mike, against Sam Houston?
It's a lose-lose situation because you make completions 65% and they're gonna be like, well, it was Sam Houston.
Yeah.
But if you do horrible again, they're like, see, he hasn't improved. I think the only thing you can do is go 65% completion. No,
that score gonna have to look like them Spurrier era Gators.
It is.
In order for them people to be like, okay.
He needs to throw the ball though, because look, what if they run the ball and it's 45-0? We're gonna be like, well, look, they took the ball away from him. The ball.
That's a good point.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But him, when I say the score, that means with him actually doing majority of the scoring with his arm. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, I didn't get all that. I thought that would be out.
Like I'm gonna blame. I don't want to blame Mike on this, but I blame Mike on this because y'all got in that man's head. Y'all called him. Y'all kept saying,
"No, y'all."
Yeah, Tasha loved that. Who TF is we? She loved that. She don't never want to be French no more.
Ain't no y'all.
We were all clamoring to see.
No, we were saying at times because they weren't moving the ball that if you put Arch in and maybe let Arch start, maybe he can move the ball more. But no one said, we all said yours was trash.
No, it was that clip when he threw that touchdown last year and he started doing the New Orleans bop. We all said that's the one right there. We said he got a little more juice.
We did.
His uncles.
Like I said, he did. He fooled us all.
Now I think he still has it. I wouldn't write the script yet. Mike,
I don't do the Tasha and release text messages, but you were no. You don't. You did it already in the show. Mike,
the verb now.
You right. It is tossering. Yes, that's it. It's Mike. It's a verb. He said he got one for you, but he keeping it. I like that, T. I like that.
We'll see. I'll be down there in October. Don't be hiding.
I would tell you to sleep in mine, but you'll stretch it and mess it up. So we're gonna digress on that. So Mike
Like
says,
the Macho Man shirt.
right?
Oh, you got a
Then I
Macho
see him
Man
wear it
shirt?
on somebody else's podcast one day. Like that shirt look familiar. I digress. So Mike, final word: patience.
Yeah.
Tasha, final word: patience. Panic. Look, I'm saying panic.
She said panic. So
I'm saying panic for this reason, because you're 133rd in the country in completion percentage, and you played Ohio State, San Jose, and UTEP. Like it ain't like this is like you about to start playing some real SEC defenses.
But like Mike said, it could be both. It could be both.
Okay, all right. Well, as a Titans fan, I deplore what's going on because he's our cash cow. I don't think he can come out until next year anyway. No, can Arch come out this year? Jarrell?
he
No,
could.
Arch come out in 2026?
Yeah, he could leave
2025?
for the draft.
Well, he's messing up the bag because the Tennessee Titans are positioning themselves to be the worst team in the league again. And now that we've got our quarterback in tow with Cameron Ward, he would be a great bargaining chip for somebody to come up and take that pick. Arch, you are messing up the Tennessee Titans' future. We need you to get this together so you can be a top
OU quarterback's looking good now, though. So there you go.
That's gonna be interesting to see how that game plays out in Dallas. Arch is the worst QB in the SEC right now. Now we're gonna go from the worst QB in the SEC. Damn it, Mike. This is why
it's just strange to read that Arch, who is the Texas quarterback, is the worst in the SEC. I just can't. It just doesn't seem right.
It does not seem right. Well said.
To the worst Big Ten quarterback.
right, Mike. Mike, go ahead and say that again.
To the worst Big Ten quarterback.
Mike, you could have put a regular picture up there.
Tasha sent me this picture.
To the worst Big Ten quarterback. So from the worst SEC quarterback to the worst Big Ten quarterback, ladies and gentlemen, Nico Iamaleava is becoming the poster child.
Hey, do the Nico. Hey.
We're doing the Nico. Mike, this is so foul because they had upright pictures of him on Google. This ain't right. So in case y'all didn't see it last week, this game right here, I was watching it with Torrance live at Ferris Palatial Estates, watching the game with Torrance, and we were sitting there like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is Betty terrible. This is the New Mexico. So they paid New Mexico $1.3 million to whoop their ass in front of 50 fans. There are more people in HEB right now than was at the Rose Bowl last Friday. That was embarrassing. It was more people at Ferris' party for her loved one than it was at that stadium. The aerial shots, let's kill the drone shots of the Rose Bowl when UCLA is playing at home. Long story short, UCLA get their ass whooped by New Mexico. Paid them $1 million to come up there and get their coach fired. Deshaun Foster's gone. Now, with him being gone, it opens up a whole new set of questions for this guy doing the
Nico.
Doing the Nico. This is now called the Nico. So since the coach is now fired, the NCAA has a provision to where the players have a 30-day window to hit the portal. And since this was only game 3, they can redshirt at their new place and keep this year of eligibility.
That's wild, man.
I mean, so now we have that, which brings us back to Nico. And Mike, I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Big Ten, man. You're Mike Iamaleava. You're the new handler. So Nico fired his team and hired you and Tasha to take over his handling for the rest of his collegiate career. And you're faced with a choice. Either A, you can go ahead and take advantage of this 30-day window, get the hell out of UCLA, red shirt, keep your eligibility, and try again next year somewhere else. Or B, you stay put, keep your $1.2 million, go 0-12, and then take your chances either at UCLA or in the portal after the season. Mike, what are you advising him to do?
Well, if I'm working for Nico, I'm saying take that red shirt.
Take the red shirt and go somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But if I'm any other person, like if you don't have it by now, You should have just stayed at Tennessee, to be honest. But
if you don't have what?
Like the quarterback ability.
Look, he'd rather get booed in front of 50 than 102,000. I don't blame him.
But wait a minute. But he made the playoffs last year with UT.
Yeah.
Right.
He wasn't bad at UT last year.
He wasn't, but again,
that's with Tennessee.
Okay, so you're saying hit the portal, Mike, and go somewhere else. Don't stay at UCLA. Yeah. Tasha, what do you say?
I'm like with Mike, he ain't got it. Like, who's going to be looking for that quarterback?
We about to double back to something because y'all just backed me into a corner. Good morning, Jody Coleman, host of Against the Grain. Oops. So Denise, is you forgiving us for being late? So we forgive.
She was out at the Shea Chug-a-Lug last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was she doing last night? That's the question.
Hey, you went to a Titans game, so you got all love from me, niece. Farrah says they almost jumped me to get this game on the TV while they was playing Uno No Mercy. Y'all, I ain't never seen 35 people play Uno at one time before. That was
fun.
That was crazy. They were hollering and screaming. They were louder than the game.
Like drop four.
Like spades almost.
Good morning, Melanie Taylor. Torrance says, if you leave, who wants you now? Y'all.
That's my point.
No. See now you done woke me up. Now, I got some dry sausage here that I can't eat. And
wait a minute, hold that back up. That was sausage?
The sausage link, yeah. It shriveled up because I cooked
that looked like a blunt. What kind of sausage link? How did you cook that?
In the oven. In the oven. Don't get distracted. In the oven. Denise
but don't do that no more.
No, I'm gonna do it some more. All she want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom. Is what she said. Just check. He should go to the Dairy Queen College of the Blind. No, wait, whoa, wait a minute. Right on the play. Wait a minute. He said pause. I don't know what y'all said to make Jody say pause, but you know Jody wake up on freak mode. We call him Woody Hayes. Morning, Woody Hayes. Good morning, Jody. No, look. We just did a whole segment on Arch Manning where I told y'all that the man was second to last in the SEC in passing completion percentage, and he's 133rd nationally, and y'all said patience.
I didn't say
when it comes to Nico, he got 3 bad games on a bad team, and you're saying he's trash.
Because his whole team is still being there, is going to stay there. He still has his head coach. He still has all the fundamentals around him. You stay there, patience. For Nico, his coach is gone. His players are going to be gone. Like, bro, what else you got there? Ain't nobody going to block for you.
You got 1.2 million reasons to stay.
But that was his choice. He wanted
No. UT kicked him out.
No,
he could have paid him. They kicked him off the team.
UT said, "Well, we're not coming up off that bag," and he said, "Okay."
No. They kicked him off. Come on, y'all. They kicked him off the team. Now I'm not saying they were wrong to do that, but after
comments were made.
Thank you, Mike.
Y'all ain't heard Nico say nothing about nothing. Ain't nobody heard Nico say nothing.
Sometimes your family be your own worst enemy. Now they all got to live off of that 1.2 he took in California. You know them taxes.
Now wait a minute. Now all of us would take 1.2 right now.
Not in California. I would have taken it in Knoxville over California with those high ass taxes.
They kicked him out, and that's not the point.
They all got to live off of that 1 point whatever million and tax at the California.
This guy led his team to a college football playoff berth last year.
It don't
and
matter.
Y'all say
he out there playing in front of 50 people, and he doing this is got his coach fired, which I think was lame.
Why you started something with this? I like this. I like this. He crumping. I'm trying to focus. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. Martrice is checking in. She says, that's what I was about to say, Tasha. He's smoking on air. What?
Don't you ever tell nobody else that was fucking sausage again. Because not even that it looked like a blunt. It looked like something dried up that does not need to be consumed, whatever it is, and shriveled. Don't show that no more. Oh my God.
Now what?
If he crumbles
that beef jerky.
No,
right, it looks like jerky in the package at the end of the checkout aisle.
I'm a fantastic cook. I ain't got to prove nothing to y'all, MFers. Now we see why you two said
you mad,
Felicia. No, that's not okay. Let's answer this. Answer me this thing.
You mad about that jerky, Mike?
Tasha hit a spot on that one.
No, y'all can't sausage shame me. I got good sausage.
the sausage was the way it look ain't.
Mike, don't laugh. Don't laugh.
This
I
shit,
feel like that.
I ain't never seen no sausage meat look like a blunt.
Is that why you did this?
Yeah.
I told you I had that BBL last night. That was amazing. Farrah, I need to message you about that too. What's UCLA's record if Arch Manning was the quarterback this year?
Probably, I don't know.
The same?
It'd probably be the
Right. So let's not draw a line of delineation between the two.
Damn, what? But Arch and Nico, same
You
person
can't
right
compare UCLA's the rest of the roster and coach to Texas's roster and coach.
No.
That ain't the same.
I'm saying y'all saying that Nico fell off and that he's trash. Now that he's on a trash team is what I'm saying. And I'm saying what quarterback can save that team?
You look like trash.
Yeah.
Now Jody says their high school rankings need to stop. Their overall.
That's why I said to transfer.
I
said that's why he needs to transfer.
Yeah, because and then you giving out rankings to like kids who play at a different level. Like they should have a ranking according to what level of school you play. Like then they pull it up like his schedule in high school was against Little Sisters of the Poor. And
y'all saw that viral clip.
Yeah, wasn't it private
jogging after him on that high school field. I totally agree, Jody.
Then you want to step into like Texas and that's supposed to be equal. I think in quarterbacks, I don't think that pans out. Now, I think with a wide receiver or a running back or somebody like that, I think that star rating could pan out. But with quarterbacks, I don't think so.
So you're both saying for him to stick around at UCLA? No, to get in the portal.
No. Oh yeah, I said get on get.
The red shirt? Well, I guess. I mean, I don't know hell he could start for Texas the way that Arch looking.
I mean, he needs to. Like Mike said, Arch is in a better position because his coach is still there. UCLA does not have a coach. Now you're going to have to go with an interim, trying to find somebody who's going to come in and get the athletes to believe. Like UCLA, as we knew them, I don't think that's going to exist anymore for a long time. And then you're in the Big Ten. Like, no.
Okay. So what about Dame Dash? I think he's broke. I think that's what about Dame Dash. It could be a message, Langston. Good morning to you. First says, I'll keep bringing cups to the party, no food. I think that was a shot at me because I brought cups to the last party. Y'all don't want me to cook, Paul. No, not today, Jody. Nico said he was going to UCLA for more talent. He did not say that, Langston. Don't do that. Don't do that. He said he was going because he got kicked out. If you get kicked out of your apartment,
Paul, stop. Paul, we're going to need you to get up off his soapbox. That ain't what he said. UT did not throw him out.
They did.
Yeah, after, like Mike said, after things had been said.
What Nico Iamaleava had never publicly come out and said, I asked UT for more money, and they said no. He never said that. That's only University of Tennessee.
Everybody knew the family fucked him. So we can just move on from there. So
we can move on from that, but I'm just saying that y'all are just going by what UT said. That's all I'm saying. Nico said he was going to UCLA for more talent. That's
a lie. That's a lie. He ain't never been so thin. Nothing on UCLA roster is more talented than anything. They not even more talented than the second string at UT. So that's a lie.
I didn't say it. Langston said it. You're talking to Langston, right? I didn't say that. See, look, this is what happens.
It's a lie, whoever said it.
The players handlers pay for high school, pay for stars. That is true. That is true. They do pay for stars in high school. He needs the green shirt. Jody, don't be like that. Jody. Just because
he does. He needs to get on out there.
Now, Michigan.
Do we come on your show acting a fool?
Now, yeah, sometimes. Now, Michigan, this one right here. We ain't got no problems with quarterback. We ain't got no erectile dysfunction under center. We got us the East Side Undertaker. Ain't that his name? Is that his name?
The East Side Undertaker.
That was very good, Mike. You sounded just like Gus Johnson right there. High five, bro. You sounded just like Gus Johnson. We got the East Side Undertaker, so we Gucci. All right. Y'all, one more time.
Do the Nico. Do the Nico. y'all foul for that photo.
Mike asked me yesterday.
That was Tasha that sent me that, by the way.
That's a
Right,
lie.
I believe that. But Mike, you kind of messy. Mike asked me yesterday, y'all, and we won't move on to the NFL. He asked me yesterday, hey, Paul, do you want to see the pictures for tomorrow? I said, nah, just surprise me. And he sent back, ha, ha, ha. I should have known. You was up to something. Right. This is just wild. This is wild. All right, bro. Okay, nice job by you. I think he thought he was going to UCLA for basketball talent. Is Coach Wooden there?
They
Nico,
are supposed to be better at basketball, so this year.
Right, because he got the height to play. But Nico, this was the worst decision in college football that I've ever seen, as far as how it played out from how it started. Remember when you was coming from California and you was the 5-star and you had set the new bar for NIL and UT had fought the NCAA and went to court to get you to come on campus and pay you that money, all of that. And now this? Damn. Bro, you went out sad. You went out sad for that. Speaking of going out sad,
who we got?
We got the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm.
Ray, where are you, Ray? Ain't Ray a Bengals fan? Somebody tag Ray.
I'm sorry, Ray. Ray probably chopping up some hair right now.
Ray, your Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow will miss the next 3 months with turf and toe. He got turf toe. Or missed 3 months. Y'all, this makes the third major injury that's going to cost him significant time since he was drafted in 2020. 6 years, 3 major injuries. 2, according to Siri, are the direct result of being sacked. This last time here, how he ripped up his toe getting slammed to the ground, and then
ripped up his toe.
His toe is ripped. I mean, it's a painful injury. When you say turf toe, make it sound like it's not as bad as it is. That looks like
Steve McNair had it. Remember?
Yeah. I think that it got the Dion up out of the league and Bart Scott as well. So he's done for the next 3 months. He's staying injured. So my first question to you, Mike, are the Bengals failing Joe Burrow?
Yes, I think they are. He's obviously, when he's healthy and they have, he has time to throw, he can throw the ball. He's a good quarterback. I think, we talked about this offline too, is like, which one's in whose ear type of thing. Is he asking for the right stuff? Is he asking for more offensive talent rather than like defensive help or offensive line, or are they not paying him, etc.? At that point, he's the employee. Like at a certain point, the management office has to make those decisions for the best of the whole team. And I don't think they're doing that right now. They're not protecting their asset.
Mike, who was was it you? And if it wasn't you, then I apologize for putting you on the spot. You gave an example. It was either you or it was my friend Brayson that gave an example of a player that routinely asked for stuff and the team said no, and the team was always right. It could have been Michael Jordan, because he kept asking for them UNC players back in the Jordan era, and Jerry Krause drafted the players he wanted. And Michael Jordan won with those players. We saw how he did as a GM. We're going to digress. Tasha, do you agree with Mike? Are the Cincinnati Bengals failing Joe Burrow?
Okay. Now, to their point, I'm going to defend the Bengals organization. In that draft, they had a choice between Jamar Chase and Penei Sewell.
Yes. Who is an all-pro tackle? Go ahead.
So, I mean, look at what Jamar Chase is doing. So, let's say they would have taken Penei Sewell. Who would he have been throwing the ball to?
Whoever you would have thrown it to would have had time to get open.
Well, yeah, you got a point there. And then I looked something up, because it's funny when you said that. I've listened to somebody's Pollock say hi. Pollock, say hi to everybody. That's Pollock's toy. Okay, Mom is working now. Go on. And that's the same thing. The question that they were talking about was that the Bengals are failing him because they're not giving him any protection. Mm-hmm. Since that draft, have they not drafted any offensive linemen? And then so when I looked, also, you know who else? Another offensive lineman was taken in that draft, Rashawn Slater.
Mm-hmm.
Right after Michael Parsons, but I think as an organization they are, but then it's Joe Burrow's fault because instead of him saying pay my wide receivers, he should have been saying, "Can we get me a line too?"
Good morning, AP Culture. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So happy to have you on, Tasha. This is the confusing thing about this conversation for me, because initially I was like, yes, the Bengals are failing him because it's the Bengals, and we've never seen them really have a consistent standard of excellence at any time during our 30 plus years of watching football. They had a couple of Super Bowl runs.
Doing the icky shuffle, you know.
They had a couple of Super Bowl runs, but their curl never quite curled. Now, Tasha, to your point about offensive linemen, and this is what I'm going to lead to my next question. Y'all, don't beat me up for this question, but I feel like it's legitimate. Since 2020, when Joe Burrow was drafted, they've drafted 6 offensive linemen. They took a right tackle in the first round last year with the 18th pick. Now, they did go defense this year. Now, back to Tasha's point, he did bang the drum for Jamar Chase to get paid, and he banged the drum for T. Higgins to get paid. But they drafted an offensive lineman in the first round. Like, can we – look, I know it's Joe Burrow, but if you remove the names – he's Tua. What if he's just injury prone, Mike?
And you remember? Okay, let's go back. I don't know if it was a couple of seasons ago when we were talking about who was the best college championship teams, and I said the LSU, the 2019 LSU Tigers.
Yeah, I got them as my all-time GOAT next to the 01 Miami Hurricanes.
Strictly off of that offensive performance.
Yeah.
So he could be like every other, quarterback minus Tom Brady. He's only as good as what's around him.
Can he just be injury prone and it's not the Bengals' fault at all?
I mean, he is very injury prone, but I think it's due to lack of him not having any protection. But I mean, a turf toe, it's not like he got the sacks are not what's causing the injury. When didn't he have like a broken hand or a broken finger?
Yeah, it was a torn ligament in his thumb.
That didn't have anything to do with him being sacked. He hasn't been out. How many games has he missed due to concussion?
None.
How many games has he missed? What other injuries do you get from being sacked? Has he been out because of those injuries?
No, it was an ACL, the torn ligament in his thumb, and now the turf toe.
So you're saying he is injury prone?
That's what I'm asking. Like, is this not a Bengals thing? They just got an injury prone quarterback is what I'm asking, Mike.
That's and then when I said it to Mike, I said, is it time to call this a career? Mike was like, no. Like, if you're often injury prone, what good are you?
Right. That's what and the question I posed to them in the pre-roll was, are the Bengals failing Joe Burrow or is Joe Burrow failing the Bengals because of everything that you two have said combined, because of the money that you invested in Burrow and the money that he commands to be invested in his top threats on offense? I think he got a lot of money tied up in those 3 players, Mike.
I think he needs to be mentored by a veteran quarterback that's been there, done that knows there's a certain age that you hit. It's around the 30 marker, maybe a little bit sooner, that you got to start taking your vitamins. You got to start putting money back into your body, and that'll reduce that. And I don't think he's doing that right now.
I mean, or is it he overcompensating because he knows that his line is not good and it's causing these injuries? Like, because he was not injured at LSU.
But LSU was just more talented than everybody in the country.
Because you think about that offense.
Right, Mike. Right. He could change the diaper back in the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying he could change a diaper in the pocket at LSU.
Yeah.
Like nobody was touching him. It's at first I was all Bengals, get him the hell out of there before they turn him into Andrew Luck. Now I'm kind of like, maybe the Bengals are like, damn, we invested $100 million in guaranteed money into 2 wide receivers and a quarterback, and what good are they without the quarterback?
I mean, we'll see if his backup comes in and that offense runs smooth. Oh, your sissy saying hi to you. Where did Pollux go? Sissy saying hi to you, Pollux.
Now Jody says, name one free agent that ever came to Cincinnati.
It's not one. Not no decent.
It's Ohio.
Mike, say that one more time.
It's Ohio. What do you want to do in Ohio?
People don't come to Ohio without a gun to their head. You got to walk me to the plate to get to that border. Well, I got to go through here to get to Michigan, so I guess.
Yeah, you get pulled over too.
Jody, we love Ohio. No, we don't love Ohio. I ain't gonna say that on no Michigan.
I only love 3 people that's in the. Well, okay, I gotta put
Charles
Jody
Woodson?
and Ray, so it's a total of 5 people I love in Ohio. The rest of it,
We got Jody, Ray, we got Charles Woodson, and we got Desmond Howard.
that are there. Neither one. Desmond lives in Miami, and Charles, I don't know where he lives. He ain't in Ohio. I'm talking about my friend Stacy, her father, and her.
No, we ain't talking about Stacy. All right.
No, we are talking about
love you,
Stacy.
Stacey. We love you.
M grad. Yes, we are talking about Stacy.
Jody, I'm starting to come around to maybe this guy is Crystal Chandelier. Remember Chris Chandler was called Crystal Chandelier? Maybe, just maybe it's him and not the Bengals this time. I'm just food for thought.
I mean, you can say the Bengals too, because still when he's getting sacked like that, that's taking away plays. I mean, it can
Yeah. It's an interesting conversation, and to, I think Mike said this earlier. We're gonna have to let this play out because we'll just have to see. But when he's on the field, they're Super Bowl contenders. We saw when he plays a full season, they are Super Bowl contenders. YouTube checking in. Good morning, Mr. Hasso, checking in. Now to double back, because Langston got my back on this because they tried to jump me this morning. This is hot off the press. ESPN sources close to Iamaleava told ESPN that the family's primary concern in the offseason was less about his compensation and more about Tennessee's efforts to build up a better supporting cast on offense. No, Langston, now that I read this, this is worse. This is worse than
like. Because what did I just say? There's nobody at UCLA.
Let me get this off the screen.
More talented.
Those who say we'll be champions. Come on.
Nobody at UCLA is more talented than the second string at UT. And I said that.
I.e., he needs more talent, and then you went to UCLA. Now I'm totally off the Iamaleava train because who in the hell would do that? UCLA was open, right? UCLA, to borrow a line from Tasha, was open ass cheeks prior to his arrival this past spring. They were bad last year. Like, Mike, they're gonna go 0-12 this year, ain't they?
Yeah,
UCLA
for sure, 100%.
They haven't even started Big Ten play yet, and you losing the teams in the non-conference. This is oh no, 9-8 and a full season. We shall see, y'all. I don't know now, bro. Okay, let's play this or that. Mike, you up first.
All right.
What are you more surprised at this year so far in the NFL? That the Chiefs are 0-2 for the first time in the Patrick Mahomes era? See?
Got him.
Justin, I had nothing to do with this. If you go back and watch this, I had nothing to do with this.
What up, Justin? No, that's Justin watching the game, y'all. And that's his kids checking on him. Daddy, would you like some juice? I can bring you some juice. You want some juice?
My neck and my back and my head.
This is Chiefs fans, y'all. It's been a long time coming, man. People have been waiting on this day. So the Chiefs, like, you okay. All right. Next time I'm gonna preview these pictures so I can stay on task. All right. So, Mike, more surprised that the Chiefs are 0-2 for the first time in the Mahomes era, or that the Colts are 2-0 for the first time since 2009 with Daniel Jones under center?
I'm gonna definitely go with Mahomes and the Chiefs, just because I think that I had the Colts winning the division anyways. So the Chiefs definitely. I knew they were gonna drop down and not be an AFC champion this year, but 0-2, they looking kind of rough out there. They struggling for their losses.
Tasha, what's more surprising to you, the 0-2 start for the Chiefs or the 2-0 start for the Colts?
The Colts, because who the hell would have thought Daniel Jones would have came out looking like something? Now, again, he really ain't been playing no top tier talent at this point.
Denver's defense, he lit them up.
That's the beginning.
Denver looking kind of sus too, though.
Yeah, they looking a little bit sus, like Mike said. But I mean, that ain't gonna last. It's Daniel Jones. Shit, it is what it is. I wasn't sold on the Chiefs. Like I said, the Super Bowl exposed them. When you're not getting aid from the refs and people figure out your game plan. Plus, Kelsey is getting old and slower and bigger, even though
he lost that game for Kansas City. To Mike's point, right there.
Even though he talking about he lost weight, but now you on the Taylor train now, and you ain't. I mean, not saying that mentally he's not into the football, but physically they don't even look like the same team. Then you knocked out your damn wide receiver. I mean, like I said, that Super Bowl told me everything I needed to know about Kansas City, and that's why I didn't pick them when everybody's like, "Oh, they're gonna run it back with the AFC again." No, they're not.
That was me that said that, and I still believe that.
I don't think so. I'm just like, I mean, we already knew the Colts had some pieces, so maybe the missing piece was a quarterback that could actually throw.
Farrah had a word for you.
Ooh.
Farrah?
Ooh.
They ain't even 30. They ain't even 30.
It don't.
It's the 19s over here.
It really don't look like your Broncos is out there bucking. That Adam got a little too thin for them. They ain't breathing, baby. They grasping.
Yo, and Jody, I'm gonna come back to those Burrows because I wanna stay with this for a second. Y'all, right now, Daniel Jones is second in the league in passing and first in yards per attempt. That means he's pushing that thing down the field. He's not running a dink and dunk offense. Also, he has more rushing touchdowns than 25 NFL teams have combined with all their running backs.
I mean, it won't last. It's not gonna last. So, like my mom is the biggest Colts fan that I've known, and that's simply
why?
Because she loved Peyton Manning.
Oh,
so my mom is a Colts fan. That's my mom.
I mean, look at these players that leave the Giants, though. Maybe it's the Giants organization that just don't know how to do it. You know,
Mike, that's a great point.
I mean, Malik Neighbors is still putting up numbers. We know it's organizational with the Giants, but.
I mean, look at Saquon. He's a whole different player now.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I laughed at Mike when he said the Colts because of Daniel Jones, because of the whole Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson fiasco that was going on in the preseason with who's gonna start, who's gonna bench, all that kind of stuff. I was like, no, this is the Colts just being the Colts. But seeing Daniel Jones play at a high level, it highlighted that the Colts really had pieces around him. I mean, they got Pittman Jr. and the running back. His name always escapes me.
Jonathan
Taylor. They got some dogs. Joshua Downs.
But didn't Daniel Jones sell us wolf tickets once before, which is why he got rewarded with that contract in the Giants?
He did. That's fair. That's fair.
And then what happened?
That's fair. Mike, is Daniel Jones going to be this year's Sam Darnold?
I think so. I think towards the end of the season, close to the playoffs, it kind of falls off because that's what Daniel Jones does. But I think he will have a successful season on paper. I
think so too, Mike. Tasha's saying no. She's saying these are wolf tickets that we're buying right now. Is that what you're saying?
Usually, every time I pull wolf tickets out, ain't they usually wolf tickets?
Your wolf tickets have been locks in the past, but you like the low hanging fruit too now. No, let me not say that. I'm not going to discredit that.
No, because we have to have a whole another 30-minute segment right there. So
no, Mike.
I got time.
Mike,
my next appointment ain't for another.
We're not doing that.
Don't do that. But no, I'm just like Mike. Let out. She take a victory lap. We praise you on your locks. But Tasha, that's okay. You can take your victory lap. How they do you can wave to the crowd.
Yeah, I know. I know when somebody's selling me wolf tickets.
Wait a minute. He says, hell no, Danny Pennies is still trash. No,
Thank you,
Jody Coleman. No, we're not going to let you get away with this. Make sure y'all watch the Instagram later on today. But don't come on Al Gore's internet calling Danny Pennies right now.
He's selling tickets. I'm telling you.
Mike, I'm with you. All right, we can just make this a celebrity tag team match. All right,
no,
I'm on team Daniel Jones.
The Giants were stupid enough to give him that money. They let him rob him. And I think the same thing's going to happen in Indianapolis.
He about to get paid. Look, do y'all agree that the Colts are going to beat the Titans this weekend in Nashville?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree as well. And that makes them 3-0. And what are the chances that a 3-0 team don't make the playoffs in today's NFL?
But again, You talking about getting to the playoffs. Well, I mean, I guess for the Colts, there will be an improvement, but the goal is not to make it to the playoffs. The goal is to make it to the Super Bowl. And
Man, they Penn State. They happy to make it to the playoffs.
They running it for Irsay. They doing it for Irsay. Jody, my brother, don't sell me hope. Don't give me hope-amine. Don't give me hopium.
Man,
got me over here shaking. Then you ain't nowhere to be found at 3:15 after we done lost again. And I'm like, I'm gonna talk to somebody about it. He ain't gonna answer the phone. Don't do that to us.
I mean, but y'all know things happen. This would be the game that the Titans beat. The Titans actually win.
And if that's the case, I promise y'all, we're gonna start the show next week with me publicly apologizing to Tasha for her Daniel Jones take. Because right now, I think Daniel Jones is gonna be the Geno Smith of 2 years ago and the boy from last year in Minnesota. I think that he's on that trajectory.
The boy from Minnesota from last year, what happened to him?
Who?
Your boy from Minnesota from last year, what happened to him?
Sam Darnold ain't playing too bad in Seattle. He's all right.
What happened to him?
He got paid and went elsewhere.
He fell off at the end of the season.
Who? 2 games? Who'd they lose to? Detroit.
That's at the end of the season.
2 games. They won 14-2 or 3 or something like that. They won 14, 15 games.
That's okay, Paul. Now, Paul, if you just want to keep wasting money like that, I can give you my Zelle because you keep buying these Wolf tickets. It's okay. You just wasting your money. That's money we could be using. We may have to get us a new machine.
Have you?
He buying them Wayne tickets. That's what it is.
Wait, like Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Not with the rock stars, the rock band's opening for him. No, I'm too old for all that headbanging.
It ain't no opening up.
It's cash money taking
him trying to sing it
in the 2000s. For me to go, we can't do that. So are you out now? Last week, Mike, you said that it was not a must-win game for the Chiefs. So now you're out on them.
What do you mean out?
Like you saying that now that they've lost their second game, that they're done, like they're out of it?
They're not out of the playoffs, no. But they're not an AFC championship team.
They most certainly are. I disagree. Tasha?
You have the Ravens. What are you talking about?
Right. You said contender. I didn't say winner. I got the Ravens winning it all so the king can get his ring. But they'll be there. Tasha, you disagree?
What's the next topic? Because I'm not going to keep arguing with you over this.
I'm talking about the Chiefs. We're talking about the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are bad. Now, they not open ass bad. They just bad. They just look bad.
Okay. That's fair.
You got Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco ain't running right. What's the other running back? He ain't running worth a damn.
Tasha, can I back you up with some nerd stats?
Go ahead.
Isaiah Pacheco is 35th out of 35 qualified running backs.
Whoever drafted him, sorry.
He is rotting on my fantasy bench. I was sold a bill of goods. It was Mike. Mike kept on drafting him for the last couple of years. He did good. So I
didn't draft him this year. I said nope.
He's open, wide open, cheeks apart, ass.
I keep telling y'all don't want to believe me. That Super Bowl exposed them. Then you got your they waiting on a wide receiver that's picking up garbage on the side of the freeway to come back. He ain't gonna be in no. But they always say, game shape. It's different that they in shape as opposed to game shape. He still got 3 more weeks before he even comes back.
They might be out of it by the time he come back.
That's my point.
To the Giants. Don't lose to the Giants, or I'm officially out on them. Justin, your team catching strays today, bro. Hope you watching this on mute. Okay, all right. So Sunday, we have a battle of 2 wide receiver ones that are playing with backup quarterbacks, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, teammates, champions, and depending on which week of the power rankings that you want to pull, one of them is always number 1 in the power rankings. My question to you is, Mike, life on the line. You need 1 wide receiver in your starting lineup. Are you taking Chase or are you taking Jefferson?
I'm taking Justin Jefferson for sure. His experience, I think, outweighs.
Okay. Tasha?
I'm going to go with Jefferson simply because of who he has throwing the ball to him. Even though the backup, because I told Farrah to go ahead and pick him up anyway on her fantasy team, simply because he is going to be throwing it to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So he's going to always give her some decent numbers. But
Jake Browning.
Yeah, but I trust Jared Goff more because he's been there to get the ball to Jetters.
Well, that's going to be Carson Wentz this week.
I mean, Carson Wentz. What did I say? Not Jared Goff. Carson Wentz.
So let's say they both have Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback. Who would you take if quarterback was the same?
Oh, I'm taking Jamar Chase.
And you're still taking Jefferson if quarterbacks are the same, Mike?
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of this debate is because neither one of you are wrong. Both of y'all are right. Like if you whichever one you take, give me the other one and let's run it. That's the way I see it. Like, they are both fantastic. I hate that their quarterbacks are out because I think J.J. McCarthy, and call me a homer as I flash this ring again, I think J.J. McCarthy would have answered the bell in a game like this. He would have made sure that Jefferson shined because he's a big game hunter. That's what J.J. McCarthy is. He's
not with his lack of passing.
Did you just call him Arch?
No. I didn't say he was open ass with shit hanging out and paper attached to it.
You created a new term for sports. OA.
Instead of But no, I mean, I just think that'll come with time, getting that rhythm with Jay, because like when we all know JJ was not the most prolific thrower, and he was kind of like I said with Burrow. As with most people, you're going to benefit from what's around you. Mm-hmm. And I think once JJ is there, and if he gets a throwing rhythm, gets a consistent arm, then that connection will be a good one. But no, right now, that's not going to happen. I don't see it.
I don't disagree with that. And we all know where Mike stands on JJ McCarthy. He says, keep your powder dry. He's going to be just fine when he comes back from his ankle injury. He's in the NFC, so I don't really care. They don't play the Cowboys, so I wish him the best. Now, speaking of open ass, y'all, I'm at 40%.
I ain't never been this bad.
I'm at 40%. My ass is cracked.
To be honest, I don't even be paying attention now.
No. You paying attention.
I ain't paying attention. I'm on my game this week. I'm gonna get it
right. Okay. Because Tasha, right now, our asses are cracked. They're not all the way spread with the water running down in the shower.
We ain't got to the point where we got to wash the crack of the ass, the top of the crack.
Right. You need to go top to bottom and bottom to top. Y'all clean y'all asses. It's too hot out here for y'all to be walking around with sour asses. Now, my picks were sour last week, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I sat there and watched them scores roll in, and I was like, oh, that's another loss.
I don't even know who I be picking. That's just the
Mike. Mike, can you give us any tips on how you've been able to stay above 65%?
Man, I look at this. I pick without the spread, and then the spread decides if I'm on the cusp.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try that today. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Got some good games to pick today. Starting off, TTU. I'm gonna call them Money U because they spend a lot of bread. Yep. They lead the country in points per game. They take on Utah. Ranked matchup. Mike, you're in the lead. You go first.
I got Texas Tech.
Tasha?
The Utes.
Damn. I was hoping both of y'all said the same one so I can go the other way. I'm going to go with Texas Tech. I'm gonna bet on the money this week. The money gets it done. Although I would not be shocked if Texas Tech goes on the road and loses. All right, next up. This is one I'm really looking forward to watching. Auburn versus Oklahoma in a battle of two ranked opponents. Tasha, you up first.
Ooh, I don't know because this is a revenge game for what's his name?
Yes.
Back in Oklahoma, he was ass. Oh my God! Remember they was throwing shit on the field.
This is a good game to pick. There's a lot of interesting storylines around this one. Big time SEC matchup.
I'm gonna go Boomer Sooner.
I'm gonna agree with you, Tasha. And I'm doing it based on the strength of what they did to my Wolverines 2 weekends ago. Mike?
Yep, same.
All right. So that means Auburn is going to win. All right. I'll go first. It's the Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles in what I deem a preview of the NFC Championship game, to which I already said the Rams will make it to the Super Bowl. So they're going to give them a taste of that this week. The Rams beat down Philly. That offense of Philadelphia is putrid. It's not open ass, but the ass is cracked. I do not believe that they have a quarterback. I think they got 3 running backs running the wishbone up there in Philly. I'm going with the Rams. Mike, you're up next.
I got Philly.
Tasha?
I got the Rams because they actually have a run stopper.
Jared Verse, Defensive Player of the Year. I just want to put that out there. Next up, in the battle of open assness. We got Cincinnati's backup quarterback versus Minnesota's backup quarterback. Now, Tasha said she'll take Chase. Mike said he'll take Jefferson. Who are they taking in this game? Tasha, you up first.
I think I'm gonna go with Cincinnati.
I think I am too.
I got the Vikings.
See, Mike looked up there at them scores. It's like I ain't agreeing with them. I can't say that I blame you. And in the West Coast Toilet Bowl, we have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers in Farrah's voice. Tasha, how much do the 49ers win by this Sunday? Blowout, close.
First of all, y'all gonna quit with this slander. Now, I've already fallen on my stake about my team. So
She has.
we ain't finna keep doing this.
She has.
But I'm gonna say Niners by 10.
Okay. Right.
Hey. Just because I like the Arizona defense. Shout out to
Mike.
Will Johnson. I'm gonna go with Arizona.
Right. Let's just say you like Will Johnson, and he's been playing lights out.
Right. It
Yeah.
ain't about the defense.
It's about Will Johnson, Mike.
He play on the defense.
He does, and he has been
As
phenomenal.
long as they got Kyler Murray at quarterback, I ain't never picking them to win nothing.
That's fair. That is fair. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is starting to look like I can't believe y'all drafted him over Malik Neighbors. That's what it's starting to look like.
I mean,
He don't look all that good out there. You know, Will was clamping his ass in training camp.
now when he started turning into his daddy,
Pow, pow, pow in the car wash. How about
Paul,
you make a
who'd
catch, Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Who'd you choose?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Arizona.
Oh, okay.
The 29ers?
I was just making sure. I was just making sure.
Because I almost said something real quick, but I had to catch myself.
Hey, shouts out to Duke checking in. What's going on, gang? What's up, my man? What's going on? So, to recap, Tasha's got her 29ers.
Yep.
Mike says take the Eagles. Me and Tasha said take the Rams. We all got OU with the sweep. Tasha's going along with the Utes. We got Texas Tech. And we shall see. Real quick before Mike gives his lock, which 2-0 team without their quarterback do you feel can hold the fort and stay in the playoff race? San Francisco at 2-0 without Brock Purdy, or Cincinnati at 2-0 without Joe Burrow?
I'm going to go with Cincinnati just because 49ers that NFC is pretty stacked right now. So
it is very competitive. Tasha?
Yeah, the AFC has an easier route. Man, I just hated that I have to be out here rooting for the quarterback that we didn't pick.
Right.
To make my team, like Mac Jones.
He was good last week.
He was, but it was the damn Saints.
That's true. That's true as well. That is also true.
I don't count performances again. Now, look, I'm not knocking none of these players because on my best day with 3 wishes from a genie, could I play at this level? So when I say these teams are garbage, I'm just saying it's just garbage.
Yeah, we get the context. We get the context.
Man, they played the Saints. I need them to play somebody real, like play Green Bay and win. And then
it was encouraging to see if you're a 29er fan, it was encouraging to see them still get it done.
It was not encouraging because they were still struggling, and I was just kind of like, But I mean, I'm not gonna ever give up on my Niners, even though I did put this post out and say I'll take a bandwagon for the season.
I saw that post, and you know what the bandwagon is?
That's a lie.
You said Cameron Ward was the real deal. Now, Duke agrees with Mike. He says,
why would I jump on the bandwagon of a team that ain't going nowhere faster than we are?
Touche. Good question. Mike!
All right. So my locks. Michigan, I got favored by 1.5 over Nebraska. And then I have Kansas City favored 6.5 over the Giants.
So open-ass Chiefs are going to cover a damn near 7-point spread on Sunday and night against the 450-yard passing Russell Wilson's.
Got you.
You heard him. He said that Trent McDuffie is about to clamp that ass down, and that Spags defense is going to get it together. So we shall see. Should be some fireworks on Sunday night. If you're the Chiefs, you lose this game. Don't even turn on your TV for the next week. The whole world is rooting for y'all to lose. You see how they say how y'all look without the cheating, without the refs?
Yep.
I mean, and Russ looked good against the the Cowboys until he didn't.
She said Cowboys. Let's hurry up and do a shout out because she got to be drunk. Mike, who you shouting out this week?
Shout out to my grandma. Her birthday was this week, so shout out.
All right. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. He's like,
I didn't have another one.
Oh, okay. No, he was like, that's it. There ain't no more to it.
I mean, Rockball
had to net up
beat North Crowley. I think North Crowley's been undefeated for 4 years. So.
All right. Okay. Well, that's good for my Titans. So we gonna keep that energy. Tasha, who you shouting out this week?
No, shouts out to my baby girl. She got a special event coming up on Tuesday. And I don't know how that could be possible, seeing how I'm only 43 myself.
I was going to say 33. But Mike, put your fingers down. Mike.
Dang. That means I'm up there, too. Then.
Mike, you carried the one, huh? Lexi said Wilson had his one game. It was broken coverages, broke right twice a day.
I think you're trying to say a broke clock.
Right. Right. We got you. We got you, player. She says, me, you ain't shout out your daughter?
I just did. I just said. I said she has
a
special event coming up on Tuesday. My baby girl will be 30, y'all.
Hey, it gets sweeter. It just keeps getting sweeter in the by and by. So every trip around the sun is a blessing.
Sweet. Okay, Steven.
So happy birthday to you. I want to just give a shout out to all the little people out there in the world. Lil Wayne, Lil Zane, Lil Flip, Lil Kim. Stop it, Mike. The little lady, little gloves in the house. So I want to give a shout out to all the little people. And hey, AP Culture said it's time to go blue, y'all. Hey, CBS, y'all don't even need cable. You just need some antenna, the rabbit ears, and some foil, and you can watch Michigan go on the road with the Eastside Undertaker, aka Bryce Underwood, aka next year's Heisman, aka the guy who's going to turn around the program, aka the fourth Heisman.
Don't be saying he's next year's Heisman, because you know when you put them lofty expectations on people, we need him to sneak in on the, come in on the come up.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely yes, and happy birthday, Denise. That's how we're gonna close out here. Mike, get us out here. Tasha, follow it up.
Go blue.
Vamos azul.
Tighten up. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. Hail to the victors and hail to the conquering heroes. Hail.